Boo, do you want to come say hi to your friends? You want to come say hi or you want to say hi later? I had to grab some coffee in my favorite mug from my nieces because I've got a huge bins haul. And it's overcast, it's moody lighting, and I'm going to keep it that way because I am here for it. And this is a really fun bins haul. I've already doubled my money in 3 weeks after fees. And yeah, I can't wait to show you some of the stuff. Honestly, it's been 3 weeks, so I don't even remember half the stuff in these bags, but I do have some solds here, which I'll share in a second. But I'm going to start with a few bags because I don't find a lot of bags and I enjoy picking them up. I just don't find bags that I want to sell very often. So this first one is tempting to keep because it's a classic Madewell tote bag. I think it's the everyday tote. And I mean, how can you go wrong with just a basic black tote? It goes with everything. But I just, for me personally, I don't need it. If I were still living in San Francisco, I would be able to throw my small laptop and stuff in here and be able to go to work. I work from home now, so I'm going to sell it. The comps for this exact style, there are some slightly different styles and colors and all of that. But for this exact style, look to be in the 70-ish range for light signs of wear. But it's just open. I think some of them do have a zipped top. This one does not. I personally don't like zipped tops. People have different preferences, but I was really excited to find this. And there is one logo right here, if you can see. Wouldn't it be funny if one of these was like totally a different brand and I just went off for a minute on what I thought it was and it wasn't? I'm just here for the weather. We have had 2 days of overcast, some rain, some cooler temps after a crazy heat wave. My house got the temperature where I live got to 99 degrees, almost triple digits, which I don't think has ever happened at my house. It's happened in Tehachapi, but that's a little lower than where I live. And there were places in California that got to like 116. And I'm not talking Death Valley. I'm talking just like regular Sacramento, Bakersfield, San Jose, where I went to college, got to like 113 or something. It's absurd. Anyways, shout out to all you people who survived a heat wave this summer. I think that's pretty much all of us. All right, so this is something that I've learned a couple times now. And I was actually at the bins this day with one of my friends. She actually, I'll link the video. I thrifted with her in a video. I didn't know her and I did a thrifting with strangers. And she's not full-time, so she doesn't thrift as much or need to thrift as much, but we finally got together again and she's just so awesome to hang out with. And so we spent about 6 hours at the bins together. And I showed her this bag, was pretty dingy, pretty banged up, but I was telling her that I've learned that Marc by Marc Jacobs, not something I pick up all the time, not something I would pay up for. The bags by Marc Jacobs always do really well for me, and some of them have crazy demand. So even though this one is missing a longer strap, and it has fairly significant, like, I don't know if you can see right here, but there's fairly significant signs of wear. I mean, I wiped it down, but lots of wear in the corners, where the hardware is. Anyways, even in terrible condition, I've sold these things for $30 to $50. And there are different styles. It's not just this one, but I thought the color was adorable. And yeah, I don't know what people do with kind of banged up bags. You can repurpose them. You can wear them as is, because honestly, if I was walking on the street, unless you were really close, you probably wouldn't see the signs of wear. But yeah. Fun fact, it's probably the only Marc by Marc Jacobs item that I love picking up, which is their handbags. So I think I listed that around 50. I'm hoping 50 or 60. I'm hoping for about 30, 35, somewhere around there. All right. And I was really excited about this one. This is not a brand that I necessarily am drawn to from a style perspective for me to wear. I was actually kind of liking this because I don't know. I mean, I don't wear a lot of brown, but I did kind of like just the, it goes great with shorts and a sweater. And yes, I'm wearing shorts and a sweater because it's not quite cool enough for full fall, but half fall, lightweight sweater. We're there. Anyways, this is Patricia Nash, and this is just an adorable crossbody. The logo for Patricia Nash is right here. I spotted it in the bins and I was like, please let it be, please let it be. I haven't found Patricia Nash in probably a year or two. but I've sold it a few times, and it always usually sells for decent money. And is there a logo inside? Oh, it does have the little card, which was just in a pocket, and it had the details, which is really helpful. But I just think this is so cute. If I knew that I was going to wear this all the time, I would just keep it, because I think it's just such an adorable, basic, casual, good size, but I don't need it. Anyways, this, I think I'm expecting, I can't remember how I priced everything. So I'll put on the screen what I listed as, and I'm expecting about 20 to 30% off that price. All right, I did get 3 pairs of shoes. 2 of them are a designer that I've only sold a couple times. They're not in the best condition, but I was like, I'm still picking them up because they're fun, which is Marni. And so here is one style. It's got a peep toe. It's got some cutouts. And then now these are different sizes. These were in different bins. And I was pretty shocked that I found Marni twice at the bins in one day, because I just rarely find it. So here's the second one. This one might be able to open up and show. There's no Marni on the bottom of the shoe, but it's Marni. And I did post this on Instagram. If you can see right here, there's just a little symbol, and it says made in Italy, and then it has the size. That little symbol, I don't know if he's a rabbit. He kind of looks like a dancing rabbit. Can you see him? He's kind of cute. Anyways, I knew when I saw this at the bins, I was like, I can't see inside. I think it was this one first. And my phone was telling me my weekly report available. I couldn't see the inside of this one first. And so I was kind of looking at this. I'm like, well, it says made in Italy, so I'm going to put it in my cart, look it up later. And then later that day, like 2 hours later, separate bin, different size, I found this little dancing rabbit. That's probably not what it is, but I found him again and decided to pick him up. So this one is a size 39, 8.5-ish size in US. This one's in better condition. There are definitely a few marks on the suede, but nothing tragic with this one. This one definitely has some more signs of wear. I thought about leaving this behind, but I thought, again, if someone was wearing this for like a photo shoot and the camera wasn't, right at their toes, I feel like it still is a statement piece. These things, you wear them, a couple times and they get signs of wear, but you can see at the heel, there's some signs of wear. There's some signs of wear on the leather right here. Marni is an expensive designer, so this is a size 37, so probably best for 6.5-ish, but yeah, we'll see. All right, these are probably not gonna get too much, but it's a classic style. It's peep toe, it's a wedge, the cork wedge, animal print or snakeskin, style. This is just Stuart Weitzman. No, Stuart Weitzman does not get too much money for me. There are some pieces out there that can do well. It's not necessarily it is a designer, but a lot of Stuart Weitzman that I find are vintage, but not good vintage. I don't know if that ever makes any sense when I say that, but not pieces that people are necessarily searching for. A lot of career, kind of not in the best condition, not a great style, just kind of basic. But this, I thought at the bins, this is a great classic style, and this is a size 10 and light sense of wear. So, I would wear these if they were my size and if I had somewhere to wear them too. So that's it for shoes and bags. Let's move on to clothes. What was I going to say? Oh, I know what I was going to say. 2 things. Shout out to the Great Clips, about an hour from me, who cut my hair recently. I finally got my hair cut after 3 years. I think it was almost 3 years since I got my hair cut, because it was about 6 months before COVID that I had gotten my hair cut before, and then I didn't cut it all through COVID. I am not picky with my haircuts because I usually just keep the similar style, long with some long layers, and I'm just boring, but I did style it today for the first time. There's a little bit of humidity in the air, so it's a little frizzy, but it's clean, it's healthy. She pulled things in the front. She was like, one side was up here and the other side was down here. She's like, how long has it been since you've cut your hair? I was embarrassed to tell her, but she was fine with it. She's like, you're not the first one. And I can't remember the second thing, but I'm sure I'll remember it at some point. This used to be one of my favorite brands to pick up because it was fairly consistent. It's definitely less consistent these days. I still like picking it up. I still love what they make. Equipment Femme. make a lot of silk shirts, button front shirts with different patterns or solids. And they also make things like dresses. They make a variety of stuff, but they're kind of known for their button front silk shirts. And typically those would sell for me anywhere from $40 to $60, depending on the style, size, print, all of that. I definitely have noticed that this brand doesn't sell as quickly for me. And so just keeping that in mind. This dress, I did find some similar, it probably retailed for about $350, $400. So it's definitely not a cheap brand. It's absolutely adorable. Kind of, it doesn't button all the way, but it feels like a shirt dress, sleeveless, collared, midi. And I really, really love this print. So this is a size medium. If it were my size, I would hands down keep it. But why would I? Because whatever. All right, this is Madewell Extra Large. I was really excited to find this because I feel like a color like this is, easy to spot in the bins, and no one grabbed it. It was kind of in a picked over bin. It's a great size. It's a great fall piece. Has a little accent at the neck and at the wrist. Has some ribbing, but everyone kind of knows Madewell for the most part. And with this, I think I priced a little high because we're going into the perfect season for it. So I think I started that around 39 or 44. Hopefully I can get somewhere around 30, maybe up to 35 for it, but probably right around 30. All right, I do want to share the solds that I have because I finally found one of my all-time bolos, not bolos, all-time want to find, oh gosh. I finally found a brand that I've wanted to find for years. And this is a California brand. It is called Doen, Doen. I think the E has a little mark on it. Yeah. But this brand, when I saw the tag, it was in a bin where I was finding quite a bit of a couple women's designer pieces, but quite a bit of children's higher end pieces. And so I snatched it, and it ended up being this cute little girl's dress. Doen does this really adorable thing where in the same print they'll make women's dress, and they'll also make like kind of a matching little girl's dress. I don't know, some people like to match their children, maybe for photo shoots and stuff like that. So this was just a beautiful, simple, floral, kind of cream ivory dress for a little girl, had some smocking, and it sold within a couple days for $63. That is phenomenal for a children's piece. I don't pick up a lot of children's, but I would be happy with that if it was a women's piece. And it also weighed almost nothing. So shout out to Janie, who she actually went back to that bin because she knew that I found quite a bit of stuff and I was tired of digging in it. And she found quite a few things, and she found a little dust bag that was for Doen, and she brought it to me and she said, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh." So I actually sold it with the little dust bag. I'm assuming that it came with it, but yeah. Next up, I sold a pair of Jam's World shorts. Now, Jam's World is one of those hit or miss things. Some things can sell for hundreds of dollars. A lot of things I find typically sell for $20 to $40. So just trying to find very similar things, similar sizes, similar tags. But these shorts, comps weren't that great. They did sell very quickly for $23, and again, very lightweight from the bins. I'm happy with that. Next one was an Ulla Johnson top blouse, and Ulla Johnson I've sold a few times. It's never really a quick seller for me, so it was really surprising to see this one sold for my full asking price of $69. I believe Jenny actually found an Ulla Johnson in the same bin. This was mixed in with the little girls kind of higher end stuff as well. That bin was just like the bin you want to find. You find one good thing, and then all of a sudden you find another good thing, and then you just start going wild, and then you're trying to keep it to yourself so other people don't come over. That was my moment. I was that psychotic person trying to lay low, but yeah. So this sold very quickly. I believe it was a size 2 or 0. It was fairly tiny, but very typical Ulla Johnson. Next up was a COS dress. I don't have the descriptors on here, and I already can't remember which COS dress this was because I sold a couple recently, but hopefully I have a picture on the screen. This one sold for $28, and I probably could have gotten a little bit more, but it sold quickly, and I'm happy with that return. Next one was a Theory blouse. I was really surprised this sold so quickly. Theory is one of those brands that I do pick up if it's cheap enough and if I like the style, something about it I like. but it's not a quick selling brand for me by any stretch of the imagination. And so the fact that this sold, it's a silk blouse floral, sold for $28 in a day, I was really surprised. And it was a size 6 or something. I mean, it wasn't, so, I mean, I thought it was cute, but I didn't think it was going to go so quick. This next one was really surprising because it was a new brand to me. And when I picked it up, I thought it was a wrinkled hot mess. Like, I was like, oh God, this is going to require so much steaming. That's actually the style of this, a lot of the items from this brand, which is Alquema, ALQUEMA, I believe is what it is. I decided to look it up. There was also a little bit of like food dribble on the front, but I could tell, I could kind of scratch it off. I could tell it would come out. It seemed washable because it was polyester. Threw that in the wash. I realized that this wrinkledness was part of the style. I was like, great, I don't have to steam this for 12 hours. And I listed it for $99 and it sold full price within a couple days. Again, another one maybe I could have gotten another $20 off of, but man, if I could sell things that quickly and make a great return on bins finds, I am obsessed with it. Next was a NewTag pair of Zara pants that I almost passed, but then I was like, well, they're extra large, they're NewTags. And then I got home and I was like, I'm gonna aim a little high. They're kind of a good fall item. They sold for a full price of $39 within a couple days. And I don't know why. Zara's just one of those that I think when I first got into reselling, a lot of people, in fact, some people were just selling Zara. Like there was someone that was just making all this content around Zara and how they knew everything and all the blogger favorites and all that. And it just, every time I had picked it up in my early days, it just would sit. And so I guess I have a little bit of a bitterness in my mouth towards Zara because it was overhyped and I could just never sell it quickly. But these days at the bins, I am picking it up a little bit more. These, I was really excited to get $39. And also, I mean, Zara is fast fashion. It's just, yeah, but. All right, next up was a Free People knit top. And I cannot remember what top this is. So hopefully this picture gives you an impression of what it is. I think it was just like a black top. Kind of surprised. It only sold for $16, but I think I only listed it for, 19 or 20. Wasn't asking for much, but again, these days at the bins, I am trying to find quantity because I'm trying to get my listing up and keep it up. So yeah, $16. The weight of it probably cost me $1. And after fees, I still made a profit of probably $12. And that adds up, 3 of those pays my water bill, that type of thing. So this little girl's dress was by from what I could research, was Hannah Salzberger. The tag, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to butcher this completely because I do not, it's a brand from Austria, but it's Hannah Trachten, and it's a store in Salzburg, but some people list it as Salzburger because that's on the tag. Anyways, it's a Dirndl. It's just one of those kind of like authentic festival dresses for Austria. That's for, events and stuff, cultural stuff. But some of the comps were fantastic. It was kind of mixed. So I think I priced right around $49, $59. I sent out an offer. Someone bought it for $40 within a couple days. And it was green. It was festive and looked authentic. I don't know. It was in that bin with like kind of the Doen dress for a little girl. So clearly someone had spent some money on that. And they were all about the same size, 3, 4. And so I was really pretty happy with that one. All right, only a couple more. There was a caftan that I almost left behind because it looks like some of it is sold on Amazon. It's not an expensive brand, but I just thought the blue and white striped caftan, it was a size medium, just looked so comfy and someone would love it. It sold in a day for $23. Keep in mind these retail for $20 to $30. So, I mean, it pretty much got almost its full, when it wasn't new with tags, but retail price. So I was really thrilled that sold quickly. And then lastly, there was another little girl's dress from that same bin that was Janie and Jack. This was a green little velvet. It was adorable. I thought it was perfect for the upcoming holiday season. Probably could have priced this just a tad bit higher, but I decided to start at $29 because there were very mixed comps with Janie and Jack. And there were a couple liquors and it finally sold in a week for $23. And again, weighed very little. So I just, this day was so fun. Okay. These pants, I was not sure if I should pick them up. And hopefully you can see. It is Rosner, Rosner. I mean, they're yellow, mustard yellow, great fall color. They look like they've never been worn. They just have that, you know, feel of they came right out of a store and have never been washed. There were quite a bit of markings on here. And it does appear that this brand is fairly expensive, but the comps are super all over the place, like mostly low. So I don't know. I think I aimed a little high. I don't think I'm going to get that much for them. You know, I'd be happy if I could get 30-ish. I think I priced right around 40, but we'll see. And I'll correct myself on the screen if I was way off. This is a brand I used to love finding. I don't find it as much anymore. And when I do, I know that the comps have gone down in the last few years, but it's a men's brand called Untuckit. I just really like the colors of this for the holiday season because it's not quite, it's not forest green, but it is still a green and it appears to kind of be a reddish color. And I just feel like this is perfect if you're going to see your family for Christmas and you're kind of a, you know, I don't know, go into the woods. It's kind of a lightweight flannel, but Untuckit, size large, and this is the slim fit. So it's probably going to get about 30 if I'm lucky. A lot of Untuckit used to sell for me for like 50. These days it's 25 to 30, depending on, you know, what it is. All right, this, you know what? I had another C New York. Is that on my list? No. There were two other items that sold, and right, there were two C New York items that I found this day, and one actually sold to a regular shopper. So thank you if you're watching this. She's so sweet. She just buys the coolest stuff. But she bought this C New York blouse. It was a size 6, and it kind of had this sweater material on the front and back, and then on the sides it had more of like a cotton, like button front shirt material. So, and then I had found this one. So this is the brand, same day, same bin, and it's just a little bit more of a peplum. This definitely screams more, you know, like 4th of July, summer, barbecue type of thing. But yeah, with that brand, it's expensive in the, you know, that probably retailed for 150, maybe even up to 200. I'll probably get for that one about 35, 40. Yeah, her sold for about 30 because she bought a bundle, but all right, this is just a nice career piece, and I would not pick this up at a regular thrift store unless it was, you know, super on sale, but because of the size, it's a size 12, it's a classic piece. This is something with a pair of jeans and just a nice pair of pumps, is that perfect kind of business casual, in my opinion, or at least what I kind of used to wear, but it's Michael by Michael Kors, size 12, probably only get, you know, 25 for that. Maybe 30, but it's a classic, you know? I'm always amazed when I can find white or cream in the bins and have it not be dirty. This is just J.Jill. It's the Wherever collection, and it's a size 3X. It's just a little ivory V-neck, good layering piece. This with a nice cardigan and a pair of jeans I feel like is great. Or in the summer with a pair of shorts, you know, that type of thing. So with that, I'll probably only get about $20. If it were a smaller size, I might only get, you know, 15, but I do like J.Jill as a bread and butter. This is Sanctuary. I believe they sell this at Macy's. I just thought that it's not really paisley print, but it kind of gives me that vibe. A little bit of a boho print to it. And it's got elastic, so I'm sure you could kind of move it on one shoulder if you wanted. The sleeves were pretty cute and just easy. Probably only get, you know, 15 to 18 for that. All right, this is a little kids, I believe. And I didn't realize it at the time. I guess I did, but it's a little jumpsuit. And I thought the color was nice for fall. It is new with tags, Zara, 8 years old. It doesn't say boy or girl, so I'm assuming that this could kind of be I'm assuming it's girls just because there's like little ruffle accents, but I thought that was pretty cute. Jumpsuits are still very in. So with this, I'm expecting 20-ish around there. This is a pair of men's Urban Outfitters. It's the BDG line. I liked these just because they have a little bit of a faux suede all the way down. They are the slim stretch, just kind of skinny jeans. I could just see some guy rocking this. Probably only get 20, maybe $25 for those, but I am picking up more of the Zaras and the Urban Outfitters and just trying to see how they do these days. And I think I referenced that in a previous haul. This is World Market. I don't pick up all World Market, but it does tend to sell for me. Not usually for all that much, but there are, do they even have World Market anywhere? Or is it gone? Because I think the stores that I used to go to, they're gone. But this is one size fits most. I just thought this was such like a comfy lounge around the house. It's a hooded dress and it's got pockets, you know, just a lounge piece. So with this, I'm expecting 25 maybe. All right, this is a white jacket. You know, it's after Labor Day, but I feel like those rules are gone out the window for a lot of people. It's just a lightweight denim jacket with snaps. It's by Athleta and it's a size small. Another one I was really surprised. Now that I look, was that just me putting it in the bag with a little dust? I might have to, I don't know if you can see, it looks like a little dust got back here, but that's probably me. Anyways, I'll probably throw that in the wash just to make sure. But with that Athleta jacket, I think I found the exact style and it looks like it's in the 25 to 30 range. All right, I did get a couple swimsuits, which I don't know. We're not going into summer, but LA, it's kind of year-round summer. Florida, I see you people. This I thought was so adorable. It's got all this beading, and I didn't know Nanette Lepore did swimsuits. I don't really pick up a lot of Nanette Lepore in general, but I have sold her a few times. I just thought it was pretty cute. And the size on this is a US extra small, but I picked it up because I thought it was pretty cute. The comps for this are, I think, in the 20-25 range. This was a little girl's swimsuit in that fancy bin. That's what we're going to call it. And I didn't recognize the tag, but it looked French. And it's 10 years petite, bateau. I don't know. I never took French, but it's absolutely adorable. It's definitely got the kind of cute subtle striped French vibes. The only flaw on this is on the inside, there is this little mark. I can't really see it from the outside, but I noted it. This brand does do fairly well with certain things, but with that little swimsuit with that little minor flaw, I'm expecting about 20, I believe. Sometimes I just pick things up and I'm like, I'll figure it out later. And then I check out because I don't go through my basket too often at the bins. And then I just get home and I'm like, well, I guess I'm selling it. This was it new with tags? Yes, it has a tag. It says, seek discomfort. I don't know. You are one positive thought away from a miracle is what it says on the back. I don't know. Comps were kind of mixed. Some of these, I think I priced this right around 40 or something. So if I could get 34, that would be great. All right, editing Courtney here. Yes, that's my haul pile that I have to deal with. And Luna's toy. I just wanted to say the Seek Discomfort actually is merchandise or a brand that was created by some YouTube channel called Yes Theory. I've never heard of them, but they have almost 8 million subscribers. So I guess it's a few guys. They do pretty crazy video stuff. So that's Seek Discomfort. And you learn something new every day. Here's a little Anthropologie dress. I absolutely love the colors. It's HD in Paris. And this is a size US 4. I know this is not a fall piece, but it's got some stretch it's got some stretch on each side. It's a little bit of a fit and flare. Kind of almost has like a little bit of a retro look, but it's not obviously retro. But I don't know. This is kind of a good vacation dress or maybe a cruise dress. I feel like this looks like coral in the sea. Maybe that's just me. With that, I'm expecting maybe around 30. This, I believe, is another Anthropologie dress. This is Maeve. And this has some light pilling. It is kind of all over, so I just kind of noted it and whatever. I mean, you can't see it because of the print, but I do like this print. I feel like with a lightweight jacket, this is actually a pretty cute fall dress just because of the color scheme, but there's also a bit of an exposed zipper halfway down the back, which I love exposed zippers. So this one, I can't remember the size. It was extra small. I think it fit on the size 6 mannequin though. So yeah, but I think probably only about 20, 25 because it does have some pilling. This is a Free People dress, and I think it's a dress, tunic, kind of more of a fitted style, but it's got the ribbing. This is another one. It's kind of an orangish color, nice fall color with a pair of boots. I thought this would be pretty cute. It's Free People, extra small. And yeah, hopefully get about 25, 30 for that. This was in the fancy kids bin. So I decided to grab it. At that point, I was just like, oh man, I was going wild. This is Bajan Kids. I believe it's just a Los Angeles kids brand. I don't know. There is a faint spot on here, which I just noted on the listing, but it's got this just kind of, I don't know, fairy garden is how I don't even know how I described it, to be honest, but it kind of has just a lot of, like, there's a little bird bath and a little, like, there's some garden tools. Anyways, it's a fairy garden, but there's also turtles. There's also a farmer. Maybe it's just farmer. Anyways, little girl's dress. Who knows? Possibly going to get about $20 for it. Last one in this bag is just Ann Taylor Loft, and it's a size 12, which is why I picked it up. This is just a good little everyday dress. Again, with a cardigan, I feel like this is a good transitional piece into fall because of the color, but it also could be a really nice spring, summer thing as well. And size 12, probably only get about $15 to $20 for that, but it's a good bread and butter. All right, second bag. I guess third, technically, from the shoes and bag. This is Uniqlo size large. Uniqlo I don't pick up that often, but I thought this was just a really great piece for fall, winter, spring, specifically winter because it's kind of cozy. It has pockets and yeah, it's cozy. Some of the comps for these are in the 20 to 30 range. Uniqlo isn't very expensive in general, so that's why I don't pick it up very often, but some pieces I think that's actually going to do okay. Some of their down-filled jackets, really lightweight jackets, you can get 20 to 30 for those. So, all right, this was in the fancy bin, and I'm not sure if I would have picked it up if it weren't in that bin, but I just decided Frame is not the cheapest. This is linen. It's just a gray wrap top. I think the best way for me to deal with this is just show you a picture of it on the mannequin. This, I believe, does not have a material or size tag, but it fits great on the size 6 mannequin, and it definitely is linen. So probably only get about 25 if I'm lucky for that, but I still think it's a great basic. I don't know why I picked this up. I guess I thought that when I first picked this up, I don't know. I don't know why I would think these were women's, but they're kids. I think they're little boys, and they're just little corduroy pants, but they have like the kid elastic waist, whatever. I think I don't know. Just, yeah. Zara, size 36, little boys. Is that even a size? I thought when I picked it up, it was a women's and that it was kind of a good fall piece, and corduroy some people are enjoying right now. I still listed it. I might only get 12 to 15 for it, but that's okay. It will still be a profit. This was in the fancy bin as well. And this is a French brand that I've sold quite a few times. I would not pick everything up by this brand, but it is expensive and some items can still do well. But a lot of the jeans I don't really have that much luck with, unless maybe it's a current style. But this is absolutely adorable jacket does it have 2 pockets? Yeah, the little pocket accents on the front. And it is a size 2. So I just think this is a classic piece. And yeah, I think I listed this a little bit on the high side, but if I could get, 40-ish around there, that would be great. I was really surprised by this piece. And then I was tempted to try it on when I realized what it was. It's Prana, size large. It's not my style, so I don't know why. But, I don't know why I would want to try it on. I guess because it has that kind of hippie vibe. So I thought this was just like a weird pair of pants, but actually this is kind of a two in one. And I'll write the name of this style on the screen, but you can wear it as a strapless jumpsuit. So, you know, it kind of goes right here on the chest, and then it's just a little jumpsuit with pockets, ankle length, or you can wrap the top part and just wear it as pants. So, and it's designed to go both ways. So the comps for this style were actually pretty good. Some of these are selling 50, 60. So yeah, we'll see. I love the fact that I would rather suffer and be a little on the toasty side because I'm ready to wear some sweaters rather than just accept that we're not quite in sweater weather yet. The high today at my house will be like 75, which is not sweater weather for me because I run warm, but I'm going to sit here and suffer because I am ready for, I think it's just moody outside. Maybe I'll insert a little footage of some of the clouds outside right now because I just think they're adorable. I love clouds. Californians, we just don't get a lot of rain. So we, you know, especially for like 6 months out of the year. So yeah. All right. This is an Anthropologie dress. This actually had a spot and I had to do a little stain treatment, but this has a little green trim and then it's this kind of cream gray color. It's got some buttons on the back and this is Maeve. This is a size 2 and I got the spot out. So I was really pretty thrilled with that. Oh, maybe it's not strapless. Okay, so there we go. I thought this was so adorable. It's not my style, but the pockets were pretty cute on each side. And I don't know, I thought this was so fun. And of course the green trim always gets me, anything green. But I think I priced a little high because I really like the style. So if I could get, 35, that would be fantastic. All right, there were 2 items. One is I destroyed, but I'm still going to show you that I'm flawed and imperfect, and it happens to the best of us. This brand actually does okay with some things, but then some things, yeah, it's just one of those. I couldn't quite figure out, is this going to sell for hundreds? Some things do, but then some things were selling for 15, 20. So the brand is called LemLem. If you can see right here. And this one that I actually have listed is a romper. There's a little spot that I had to note, but it's just a romper with a pink trim. How funny is that both of these are striped with little trims? That was not planned. Yeah, so this same romper I see listed. Basically this is not one of their high dollar items. It looks like I might be able to get around 30, maybe 35 for this. But some of their stuff does sell for over 100 on the resale market as a used item. This one, I decided to throw in the wash, and then it got so many holes. Like, look at this giant hole. It's this very gauzy material. I didn't look at the care tag. I was like, oh, it feels like a cotton. I'll throw it in the wash. It's a bins find. So unfortunately, I'll show you all the holes, or some of them, but it's a little tunic, and I absolutely love this one. But, I mean, we're talking holes. That one, there's more right here. There's another one on the back. I mean, we're talking, yeah, and it's just going to keep, those holes are not, here's one on the front. That one's a little less crazy, but so I am, unfortunately, I don't know if there's any way I can repurpose this because I just like the print. But it's not worth selling. It's not worth donating because it's just destroyed, and that was my fault, but it is what it is. All right, this one was really surprising to me. I think it has something like 18 watchers or something on eBay. I saw a guy throw this back in a new bin, and I grabbed it. I knew just based off of the look, it kind of looked vintagey. Some people ask why I don't pick up vintage. I do pick up vintage. I picked up a couple this day. It's usually 1 or 2 each trip. It's not my favorite. I just listed something from another haul that was vintage, and I just don't know how to price things. So that one I listed on auction where it has 8 watchers and 1 bid at $50. And I'm like, some of the comps were $300, $400. Some of them were $20. There's no tags. There's no way for me to, it's just not my favorite thing to sell because I'm inexperienced in it. But it doesn't mean I don't pick it up and I don't try to sell it. So here's an example of something that I'm like, yeah, it's clearly vintage. I'll take it. I'll figure it out. Young Innocent by ARPEJA. So that's actually what I've discovered is the brand, is the ARPEJA. Arpesia? Yeah. Yeah, Arpesia. But this is super tiny. It's also flawed, so each sleeve or shoulder area has some stitching coming out. If you like to sew and that's your favorite activity or something that's easy for you, then you could probably stitch it up. It's not my favorite. I would just ruin it, and I would rather sell it as is, let someone who knows what they're doing with vintage pieces fix it up. Also, I have learned that some vintage pieces you want to kind of leave messed up because that might actually be higher value. So anyways, this is an adorable little dress with some pockets. Some things by this Arpesia brand are, $300, $400, $500 on the resale market. I decided to list this one at $79, and let's see. There are 13 watchers on it. If I could get $50 or $60, some guy threw it back. He was a t-shirt guy, but he was definitely looking at it. He knew maybe he was going to give it to someone who he knows, sells vintage, or maybe he likes to sell vintage himself. Either way, he tossed it back. I grabbed it. If I could get 50 or 60 for that vintage piece, it flawed, I would be thrilled. All right, this is just a Patagonia base layer. I feel like I need to move quicker because I'm just chatty today. I'm chatty because the clouds. I don't know. Jeez. Size small. It's just a Capilene base layer. This one does have a little pull in the fabric, so I'll probably only get about 15, 20 for this. If it were in better condition, I might be able to get 25, 30, but this was in the fancy bin, but it's not fancy. It's Urban Outfitters, and it's a size medium, but I do think the style is pretty cute. It's got very subtle pastel, little Swiss dot, polka dot type thing. It's just a little romper, and I just thought it was really cute and feminine. With this, I'll probably get about maybe $20. All right, this was in the fancy bin as well. This is A.L.C. This brand is hit or miss for me, so I did find this exact style of dress. Some of these were selling, I think this probably retailed for $400 or $500, so it's an expensive brand, but it doesn't sell quickly for me. And some of the comps are not that high. With this specific dress, some of them were in the 40 to 60 range, a couple outliers or with, less or more. But yeah, if I could get about 40 to 60, that would be fantastic. Probably closer to 40, maybe 50. This is a Victoria's Secret nightgown. Again, white at the bins, I'm always surprised by, but I just thought this just has a vibe to it. It is just cotton, it's lightweight, it's flowy, it's airy, it's oversized. This is, I think it's a one size, no, it's a size small, but it could, I think this could easily be worn by someone that's XL if you didn't want it as oversized. I don't know, it just gives that kind of cottagecore vibes. I don't even think I use that keyword, but that's the vibe I get. And some people like their sleep dresses. So with that one, I'm expecting 20 to 30. Another swimsuit. This is a swim brand that sold at Nordstrom. I know because I've bought one at Nordstrom before I was a reseller. I thought this was kind of new without tags because the little sticker thing on the bottom portion is still there, but then I realized there's a hole. I'm still going to try and sell it. I don't know. If someone was at their house and they just want a white bathing suit, but right here, there's a pull snag, if you can see. So I might only get, if this were in great condition, I might be able to get 40-ish. In this condition, might only get 15, 20. I remember what I wanted to say, which is today is September 11th. And I know that maybe some of you guys were impacted or you knew people that were impacted by those events. And I can't believe it's been 21 years. I was 19. I was living in West LA, about 2 blocks from the Los Angeles Federal Building. And I just remember my parents calling me saying, don't go down Wilshire, go down Sunset, to where I needed to go that morning. And I went down Wilshire because I was curious to see all these guys with this like huge guns. And it was just such an uncertain day. And I know it's a sad day for a lot of people. I just wanted to acknowledge that today is a historic day. And I'm sure we're all going to be watching some of the memories of it. And if you were impacted, I am sorry. It was a sad, sad day in our country. So, all right. I don't know. Like, I woke up and I started seeing things and I was, All right. Back to thrifted fun. This is a swimwear line that I wish I could have found the bottoms, because this top might sell for $60, $70. And if I could find the whole swimsuit, it might sell for a couple $100s. I thought the scalloped accent was pretty cute. So I just grabbed it, looked it up, and yeah, this little swim top probably retailed for, was it a couple hundred? I think, or 150 just for a swim top. Yeah, expensive swimwear brand, but it's just a little black scalloped bikini top, and it's a size large, which is great. Again, I think I started this at 100. I'm expecting right around 70. All right, this is Kurt & Elliott, and I thought this was a great fall piece. And Kurt & Elliott does not get much for me for most pieces, but it's, you know, it's the same company as The Great. It's a Los Angeles-based company, and I find it pretty often, so I'm not afraid to pick it up. Just, I keep things realistic with comps. So with this, I'll probably only get about 20, 25, but I thought it was a good piece. It also kind of has this texture to it. I don't know if you can see it, but I like that. I like those accents. This is a little bread and butter. I kind of just thought the color scheme was pretty cute. And it's cupcakes and cashmere. I don't get a lot for this kind of stuff. I've made that mistake before. I'll probably only get about 15 to 18 for this, but I did think it was pretty cute and perfect for upcoming fall. Also nice spring sweater just because of the colors. All right, I got two Pretty Little Thing items because they were plus size and they're green. This, I'm not sure if this is a dress, a tunic, but this is a US size 20. So it's Pretty Little Thing plus. And I thought this had Lag and Look vibes. Now this is not a Lag and Look brand by any means, but it kind of has this little ruching on the front. I put it on the mannequin and I'm like, this could be a little mini dress, but I think it's a tunic. So yeah, but I really love the color. I do like the vibe of this. I thought it was great for fall this is just a fast fashion, fairly cheap brand. So with both of these, I'm expecting, $20-ish. Yeah. This is new with tags though. There's not an original price, but this is size US 20. So I'm guessing it's the same person. This is a vest. I really like the look of this, especially for fall, but this is kind of a green color that's some people don't like this color. I think some people can rock this. And yeah, Pretty Little Thing. That one, because it's new with tags, maybe I'll get 25. I like picking up plus size items that I personally like the style, and I like the style on both of those. This is Equipment Femme, but this is not a silk piece. This is just a little cotton button front shirt. Now this does have a embroidery with the French flag and what's the tall thing? Eiffel Tower. You guys knew exactly before I said what I was talking about, but it's a subtle embroidered print. I was kind of hoping that this would go for a little bit more, but there's quite a few on the market. I might only get about 30 for that. Still not bad for a cotton little shirt at the bins. All right, I definitely marked this one too high, but honestly, you just have to feel it to feel that it's quality. I also don't pick up this brand because I don't find it very much. I feel like this is just, I think I found it once before. It's Tibi, Tibi. I know that some of my friends down in the South find this a lot more. I just don't. But look at these sleeves. It's like a heavy kind of sleeve. And I absolutely love it. For just being a white kind of oversized blouse with that sleeve accent. Oh man, so I priced high on this. Now Tibi's not a cheap brand, but it also has very hit or miss comps because it's just what it is. But this is a size 2. I can't believe there's no spots on here. I don't think there was. If there is, I listed it. But I just absolutely love the sleeves on this. So I think I priced around 70. I probably should have priced around 50 to 60. But there are some tops that are that do sell for close to 100 by this brand. It's just most are selling in the 30-ish range. Now, I couldn't find this exact top with these cool sleeves, but I hope someone gets that because I just feel like it's such a statement, subtle statement with those sleeves, and it just feels like quality. But if it doesn't sell in a while, I might mark it down. Hopefully I could get $50 for that. If not, that's okay. It'll find its new home someday. All right, this is the little girl's dress. Again, Fancy bin, Mim P. 8-year-old. It's got little swans on it. I thought that was adorable. So, you know, little girl likes birds, can wear a dress. Some of the comps for this brand for little girl stuff is 20 to 30. So if I could get 20, I'd be thrilled. I mean, keep in mind, I've already doubled my money on this haul. So everything that you're seeing here is just pure profit moving forward. So this was just a really fun day, but I was picking up a variety for quantity. 89 items is an awesome day at the bins for me. And I also had fun with a friend. All right. Zara dress that is doing some weird stuff, but it is kind of a straight dress with all this layered. I will just put a picture, but the picture probably won't do it justice either because it's black. It definitely runs small. Like I put this on the size 6 mannequin and it fit great. So this is Zara woman size large. I am probably only going to get about maybe 25 for this, but I definitely think it runs small. I like the layered look. I think in person it just kind of flows, but hard to photograph. And I just try my best. All right, this is We the Free, size medium. Just in my opinion, a top that goes great with leggings for fall. Oops, I'm like hitting myself in the face. So comfy, cozy. Probably get $15, $18 for it. Maybe 20 if I'm lucky. This is an Athleta sweater dress. This is a size small. I'm ready for sweaters. So sweater dresses I feel like are just a classic. You know, you could put this with a pair of boots. You can wear a cardigan with it. It does have a turtleneck and it's just a great basic. This I'll probably only get about 20, maybe 25 for it. So it's not a high dollar, but season appropriate. This is our women's size large. Again, this may be the same person as the dress. It runs small, fits great on the size 6 mannequin. But this is a little blouse with a tie on the front. And I'll probably get about 20-ish for that. Super Down is sold on Revolve, I believe. I've picked it up a few times. I don't have much luck selling it, but then I still pick it up at the bins. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it will eventually sell. This I thought was a pretty cute fall piece. Again, you could wear this with some knee-high boots. But it's kind of just a mini dress. I like that it's long sleeve. It's got some ribbing and it's just a nice neutral color. And then the little pop with the tie on the front just, you know, covers up a section that I think sometimes women like to cover up. It's pretty tiny, so it would be a very fitted style, but I'm sure someone could rock that. I think the comps for that were in the 25, 30 range. All right, I'm giving this brand a chance. I see this brand often. I'm just trying to be a little more experimental, not get in my head of like that I know everything, that styles change, brands change as far as demand. I just thought that this was kind of, had a little bit of punk, that kind of early 2000s, Y2K. I know girls that would have worn something like this. It's just a little overall dress and denim. I don't know. But Carmar is a Los Angeles brand and I've never tried to sell it. I decided to grab this. Some of the comps for this exact style of item were only in the 20 to 30 range, but still someone I think will rock this. Someone who likes that type of style. This is just a t-shirt. It's All Saints. Super lightweight, striped, great little basic. Wear with pair of jeans, layer it, shorts. I like the neutral of that. This is Free People, New Romantics. This line used to do really well 4 years ago. These days, I don't notice that it does particularly better than Free People. I think it just depends on the piece. This is just a little knit cardigan. You can kind of see it's a little bit of a high-low on the front and just a nice neutral color. I'll probably get about 25, maybe up to 30 for that. This is Urban Outfitters, but I liked the rose color and size small. probably only get about 15 for this, but I thought that this would be really cute to throw over a yoga outfit, or just any outfit. But I thought it would look pretty cute going to yoga and, you know, whatever. All right, last bag, and we're just going to keep the pile going. This is another pair of BDG. And these definitely had more of a mom style look and feel with the distressing. Some people are still really liking that. Some people are really liking the more straight leg jeans right now. I just saw some girl that was like, burn all your skinny jeans. And I'm like, well, that's not, I don't think that's the reasonable thing to say. But she was really big into cargo pants, and I don't think her channel is really for me, but I do like hearing what people say. If you like your skinny jeans, keep wearing them. If you want to wear some straight, flare, wide leg stuff, try it. I don't think there's a requirement that we all wear the same style. This is a Lulu's dress, which I thought was kind of a cute little fall. You know who this reminds me of is, what's the show? Schitt's Creek. Oh my gosh. I don't watch a lot of TV, but that was just a great show. The girl, I feel like she would wear something like this. Like she had that one dance that she was, oh my gosh, she was great in, and she kind of wore a dress like that. But Lulu's, I will pick up if it's affordable, and that dress probably will sell for hopefully around 30 because it's pretty cute. This is another little girl's dress, and I believe this is an English brand. It's called Question Everything. And some of these do sell between $20 to $30. That would be great. That was in the bougie bin. This was also in the bougie bin. Bon. I mean, I want to, you know, I'm not opposed. I think that's what I love about the bins is it forces me to like pick up things that I don't ever look at. And I never go to the kids section in a thrift store for many reasons. But the bins, I can find something like this and I'm like, oh, this is pretty cute. This is Bon. This may be a UK brand as well, but it's pretty adorable. Floral. A lot of these are florals, but I feel like they could be fall floral, go into spring floral, and I pick up all seasons all year round. This is Wild Fox. If I had a thing for cats, I would just keep this because it's cozy. It's the typical kind of Wild Fox pilled material, but it's a size large. So if you are really into your Tiger King still from 2 years ago, that would be great. Or if you just like cats. I picked up a bikini bottom. This is a designer, although very mixed comps. Chan, I guess this would be easier to show. Chan, oh, it's upside down. Chan Lu. Paloma, size small, and it's just a little crocheted swim bikini bottom, string bikini. I've hit myself in the face again for the 12th time today. When I first picked it up, some of the comps were like 100, 200, at least my quick search. And then when I got home, I was like, oh, this might only sell for 20, but I'm okay. It was the bins and it's very lightweight and it's new with tags. This is adorable, I thought. I didn't realize that Diane von Furstenberg made little girl stuff, but apparently they do. This is a little Diane von Furstenberg little girl's one piece. It's got some ties on the side. It's got a little tie on the back. And I guess this is another one where they do like a lot of little matchy stuff with the moms. So I'm pretty sure that there was a print like this for women as well. But it took me a while to figure it out because it just says TGS, made in Italy. And then when I went to the website and I finally did some research, I was like, oh, this is a little girl's. Anyways, hopefully I'll be able to get about $20 for that because it's adorable. Here's another little bonbon. How cute is this? This is like a really adorable fall picture dress, I think. It's got little gold polka dots on the gray. Bonbon, size 4. And again, I think a lot of the bonbon were in the 30 to 40 range. And some of those dresses retailed for over $100. So, bougie bin. The little girl is bougie bin. Here's Smart Wool base layer pants. I love Smart Wool. This is the little logo, little guy. This does have some pilling because it's just that type of material. It's a merino wool, but really nice pair of base layer, perfect for the upcoming season, winter season, size medium. And I've never sold Smart Wool pants, so I did get a lowball offer for those. I am holding out. I think I'm expecting about 40 for those, which is great. Ironically, I went thrifting while on vacation, and I think that video will be next, if I'm not mistaken. And I found this exact item at a thrift store marked at like $12 or $10, or I don't remember what it was marked at. And I was like, oh, I just picked this up at the bins. Now it is a little bit of a heavier item, but it's kind of a shacket by Madewell. It's a size XL. It's supposed to be an oversized fit. And here's a little Madewell tag. Just another really great fall piece. You could really wear this as that jacket, shacket. Shacket is just shirt and jacket. It had a moment a year or two ago. I feel like it's continuing on, but I do use that keyword when possible, if it makes sense, like a heavier button front shirt. Yeah. This is J.Jill. One of my favorite bread and butter. It's just a dress, a really great color scheme for fall. It's just a shift dress, so relaxed fit. I absolutely love these colors. It's kind of a black and tan. Love the print. With that, I'm hoping for maybe 30, maybe 35, because I love it. It's great, good size. All right, I got a couple men's Zara man pants. This one says Denim Couture, Zara man. Doesn't mean much, it's just still Zara man. But this kind of has a coated material. It's like a gray, and then you can see the little maroon accents. So some guy that wants to go out and go for a club night on the town, clubbing. I don't know. Do you guys still do that? I just thought these were pretty stylish. They were pretty small, but I'm still hoping for maybe 2025. Zara Man doesn't get much money, but in my early days of reselling, it usually sold pretty quickly. So again, it's a great bins pickup for me. This is also Zara Man. This is just another one that's kind of a coated, but not as fancy, just more of a casual, more of a light coating, gray pair of pants. And yeah, 2025, that would be fantastic. Here's a pair of Madewell, and this was a new, no, this wasn't a new style. I feel like I have a new style upstairs maybe, but this is the perfect vintage jean, size 27. And besides being in a bag for 3 weeks from the wrinkles, they have a raw hem, some distressing, has that like worn in feel. And I believe that the comps for this style in this size were right around 35. So a few more items, like 6 more items. I told you it was a big haul. Eileen Fisher, size medium. These are a pair of pants, comfy pants, jogger pants. So they do have the jogger at the bottom. This is, I mean, they would probably be a keeper if they were a size large. But Eileen Fisher tends to run a little big anyways, but I don't need them. And with the comps for that, maybe 35, maybe up to 40, probably about 35. Madewell, size XX small, extra, extra small. Just a little check. This isn't necessarily a fall item, but it's kind of the fall style that you can kind of layer. It's got the button back and a little tie on the front. So I feel like with a pair of jeans, throw on a cardigan, you know. Another little girl's dress from the bougie bin. This was Bon Point. And another dress that was probably cost them over $100. A little floral. No, this was a top, not a dress, a top. And there is a little spot on here, but it's got some buttons on the front. It's pretty adorable. Again, these were all in the kind of size 3, size 4. A lot of them were size 4. With that one, I'm thinking the comps were right around 30, a little bit higher. No, it was definitely in the like 15, 20, especially because there's a little tiny spot. But this is Free People, size 12. These are just little hot shorts and white, black striped. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not a fall winter item, but I'm sure someone can rock this. They have a lot of stretch to them. I just picked up a pair in a smaller size in a different color, and they haven't sold yet, but hopefully I could get about $20. I was really excited about this. Now, this brand does not sell quickly for me, but it is it's kind of a lag and look brand. It's Alembica. And this is just a beautiful midi button front, sleeveless colored dress. And I love, love, love the kind of leaf print. Another, I think, that can be worn spring, summer, fall. And this is a size 1, but they have different sizing. So I want to say this was a size small or medium. Anyways, I think it's a small. but it does have a tie around the waist, which was included. Always makes me happy, and absolutely love the print. Some Alambika can sell for over 100. A lot of it sells between 50 to 100 on the resale market. So I think I aimed a little high. I'm hoping for maybe around 50, 60 for this, maybe 70. We'll see. The little girls' dresses never end with this apparently, but this is a little bit smaller, 24 month, but I thought the color scheme was kind of a nice holiday, fall, winter, 24 month. It's Anna Vina. Sometimes it's just fun to learn new things like little kid stuff. I mean, I'm not ever going to be a kid seller, but at the bins, it's just fun to pick up some different stuff. And I mean, how adorable. Some little girl is going to look adorable in this. So the comps for this brand were, again, right around that 20 mark. We will see. Another white item that's shocking from the bins, Aspisa. Size 38, so that's what made me look it up. It's also a linen material, and I believe, was it made in Italy? Okay, so Aspesi, and for some reason I can't find this listed, meaning I either missed the pictures and forgot to list it, so I need to list this. I don't know what I'm gonna get for it, but just going to their website, this probably retailed for about $300. And so my guess, just based off of a quick search, is that I'll probably aim for the 50-60 range, assuming there were no spots. But this is not the first time this has happened. Sometimes when you list so much, it's like you take so many photos and then you kind of accidentally miss one. But I'll get this one listed. I swear, you know, I'm very imperfect, and that is okay. This is a Vince. This was, yeah, kind of a maxi length Vince dress, and I absolutely love the print, blue and white print. It is button front all the way down, and then it has a waist tie. Vince is something that I'll pick up if it's cheap enough, if I like the style. It does not sell quickly for me usually, but I really liked the style on this. Now, when I got home, I realized that there was a little mark on one of the ties. So I just noted that. This is silk, so, and it's kind of, yeah, if you can see right here. Yeah, so it's not obvious to me, especially because it's a print, but with that little spot, even if I could get $40-ish, I would be thrilled. We're almost there. All right, Meadow Rue. It's an Anthropologie line that some people don't pick up anymore, but I thought this print was pretty cute, and it's kind of a good little everyday dress, just because it's got a lot of stretch, it's comfortable. It's a good little style, kind of brings in the waist a little bit. So I'm probably only going to get about 20, 25 for this, but I liked it. And it's not about picking up things that you like. It's just that I know that if I got this, if this were shipped to me, I would be happy with it as kind of that cute little everyday dress. And so, and I do think prints are just nice in photos, and yeah. Ann Taylor, size large, just a little V-neck, short sleeve, career top, something I would have worn. A little bit of a peplum bottom, just kind of flares out just a little bit. So with this, I'm expecting maybe 18 to 20. All right, and lastly is an Everlane shirt dress. I was excited because it said size 14, and it's kind of, it looks like a great basic. There is a tiny little spot that I could not get out. It's also run small, definitely not a size 14. I find that's pretty common with Everlane. So, but yeah, just a tiny spot. I noted it's somewhere right around here. It's not obvious, and I do like this color. So I'm still hoping for maybe 30, 35 for that. And that's my huge haul. This was a really fun day. Now I need to put all this away, but be sure to hit the thumbs up if you liked this haul, and I'll be back with, I think next up will be a thrift with me. We'll see. So I'll see you there. Bye.